Welcome to your daily lunchtime show where we catch up on current events and headlines currently in the country. My name is Aurelia Samuyenga and this is NMH at 1. We start off with our incoming news for the morning. Namibia can now test, monitor, and report on mechanisms for integrated landscapes. This is through the establishment of a $2.5 million Namibian multilateral environmental agreement monitoring laboratory unit at the University of Namibia. On Tuesdays, our COVID-19 monitor zooms in on active cases in Namibia. By Saturday, this total increased slightly to 115, of which 76 or 66% are located in the capital district of Windhoek, with almost 125,500 recoveries recorded since the start of the pandemic. Namibia's overall recovery rate stands at 97.1. Over the past 2 weeks, 127 new cases were confirmed in Namibia, 69 of them in the Khomas region, representing 54% of the total. 7 of the cases in Windhoek are thus older than 14 days. As you can see on our map, active cases in all other regions number less than 10, with the 9 cases in Erongo, 8 in Karas, and 7 in Oshodonjupa at the top end of the scale. Oshikoto and Kavango West, for a second consecutive 7-day cycle, have no active cases. The Hardap region had 4 active cases on record, while numbers in other regions vary between 1 and 3. The rate of new incidences are currently extremely low in the northern and eastern parts of Namibia, where higher temperatures are experienced during the summer. As per usual, here at NMH at 1, we bring you a number of video news clips from across the country. On Friday, the Namibia Fish Consumption Promotion Trust officially opened its refurbished $17.5 million Namibian head office in Walvis Bay, where board chairperson Suzanne Jakela encouraged stakeholders to get on board to help the trust fulfill its mandate. Leandra Lowe was there.
I wish to appeal to the government to increase quota allocation to the trust to enable the supply of fish at more affordable prices whilst managing this institution sustainably. We also like to appeal to local authority councils such as Swakopmund, Gobabis, Mariental, Katima Mililo to provide land to the trust to construct fish shops with sufficient retail space. We need to expand because the current shops are small and the demand is growing. It is evident that this fish can become a valuable commodity that does not only address nutrition, food security, poverty alleviation, and creating employment in our communities, but it also addresses social inequalities. Therefore, access to this commodity should be considered critical. Ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to highlight that our people are demanding us to stock bigger sizes of horse mackerel and the variety of other fish species from our Atlantic Ocean. Therefore, we would like to appeal our stakeholders in the fishing industry to open up and to establish smart partnership with NFCPT and with SMEs in order to realize regular supplies of variety of fish species to our communities.
Rundu resident Franz Moyo talks to Kenya Kamboe on how the town council has made it a habit of only attending to issues such as bad roads and filthy streets when ministers or the president visit the town.
Refuse?
The issue of refuse, you can always drive around town. That's where you see if something is being done. I will say a little, very little is being done, maybe in the locations. And you observed very well that the town council has to react on the issue of roads because we had the VIPs coming, as I always call it. That is an indication that the roads can only be maintained when visitors are coming to town. So that simply means that this town is for visitors. As residents, we are not valued, and our complaints have been set aside. But as soon as one of the VIPs heading to Rundu, you will see roads being maintained, and you will see they are closing up the potholes on the main roads. And talk of the refugees, you saw that a day before most of the big VIPs could reach to Rundu on Friday, town council took it up to clean at night. Around 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, town council was busy putting things in order. That just shows that hypocrisy has taken over rather than leadership at its best. So it's a disappointment, especially knowing that while residents are complaining, nobody pays attention. But as soon as someone is coming into town, then something changes. We have been set aside. Nobody's looking at us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe just
And for our final video of the day, around 40 families in Katutura's Damara location lost their household electrical appliances after a technical glitch during the replacement of a transformer by the city of Windhoek. Here, Catherine Boyce recounts the incident. Esther Kamati reports.
We suffered a severe electrical damage here. City of Windhoek, they were busy fixing electricity. They were, to be exact, they were busy changing transformers. And with this change, voltage went up. And due to voltage going up, electrical boxes, electrical televisions, the fridges and the bulbs, a lot of electrical damages got damaged. And it is not just maybe, it's more than 40 houses. It's 3 streets. It's Hans Wirab Street, Chikati, and then Richard Kamuhuka. On the 14th of August, I've spoken to Mr. Hans at the technical department. He told me that in the morning, they were actually busy with the electricity still, so we should call them later on that day. So we called them later the afternoon. Myself, I called him and he told me that no, the fault is on City of Windhoek side. So since the fault was on their side, they will notify us as to when we will go to the City of Windhoek for claiming our electrical appliances that got damaged. So we did. And then they've sent out assessors whereby they went from one home to another, inspecting what happened, and then they completed some documentation that day, 17th of December 2020. I've spoken to the broker, told me that no, these claims you guys handed in was rejected due to power surge is not covered under liability policy. And I was like, no, but this is not possible because we never asked for any of this. Always if we are calling, we are being told. I'm still waiting for some kind of information. And then Ms. Lambert also mentioned that City of Windhoek does not accept 100% liability. How? It's a lot of electrical damages. How is it not their fault? We have no part in this. It is solely the responsibility of City of Windhoek. So basically what we want here, we want compensation. We don't want anyone telling us we are waiting for an answer, we are waiting for... It's fine, but now what we are demanding right now actually is that we want City of Windhoek to compensate. They can claim at their insurer. Whatever is between them and the insurer is their story. But us here, we want to be compensated for our damaged electrical appliances.
I'm Natasha Steenkamp, and it's always a busy day being a VSAT project coordinator. Between coordinating new installations and troubleshooting, I'm also configuring modems that provide internet to remote areas and lodges. From premium business solution to cost-effective home packages, I'm here to assist you with choosing the best package for your needs. Our range of satellite services provide high-quality network coverage and support internet, LAN, video and voice communications. You're always challenging the limits, so we'll keep you connected wherever you need it. Whether you're homeschooling, need connection for an offshore vessel, or better network out on the farm, there's a Paratus VSAT solution for everyone. The sky is no longer the limit, so think big.
Let's have a look at the stories making headlines in our national papers for today. Starting off is Namibian Sun, which reports that sentencing in criminal cases presided over by Oshakati-based magistrate Leopold Hangalo, including a suspended 10-year jail term last week for a teacher who raped and impregnated a 13-year-old learner at his school, have riled both the public and the country's prosecutors. The Republican reports that the spate of stock theft in the Grootfontein area was once again brought to a head this past weekend when a farm owner caught a suspected stock thief with the slaughtered cattle and apparently shot him in the leg by a vehicle. The Allgemeine Zeitung reports that the travel ban and travel restrictions, which were also imposed on Namibia in view of the Omicron virus variant, have a lack a scientific basis, are unacceptable, discriminatory, and contradict the guidelines of the World Health Organization. The Namibian reports that former President Hifikepunye Pohamba 3 weeks ago turned down a request by Oshikoto Governor Pendea Ndakolo to provide his office with a grace period of 2 months to find suitable dwelling for Amanda Kiris and her to relocate her family. They were evicted from Pohamba's farm, Guinaspo, over the weekend. In the new era, it is reported that a secession battle is raging in the top ranks of the SWAPO Party's Women Council as delegates gear up to elect a new secretary at the Wings elective congress next month. And on the inside of our country's newspapers, you'll be able to read up on the following stories. According to MarketWatch, Namibia has the world's second solar irradiation regime, high wind power potential for geothermal and bioenergy developments. On page 3 of the Namibian Sun, it is reported that Tourism Minister Pohamba Shifeta yesterday described a travel ban and restrictions imposed on SADC countries due to the detection of a new COVID-19 variant as unacceptable and discriminatory. The Republican reports that Swakopmund residents owe the municipality more than 100 million Namibian dollars. This figure was announced this past Thursday during the town council's last meeting of the year. The Allgemeine Zeitung reports that a new unit of the University of Namibia was inaugurated yesterday to record and monitor the progress towards the fulfillment of the multilateral environmental agreements. The multi-million-dollar investment also provides for more efficient project planning in rural areas. The Namibian reports that Namibia has in the past 2 years lost 90,000 cattle to drought, according to Benedict Libanda, the CEO of the Environmental Investment Fund. In the new era, it is reported that former Minister of Fisheries Bernard Esau yesterday abandoned another bail appeal just minutes after it was supposed to start before the High Court Judge Johanna Salinonga. And closing off is The Zone, which reports about Namafu Amutse, who is a 2021 Bank Windhoek Literary Visual Arts Award winner. And that is that for today's edition of NMH at 1. Please do enjoy your Tuesday afternoon, and I'll see you again tomorrow, forever at the same time, always at the same place. Until then, here is your weather update.